Motivation, the scientific guide on how to get and stay motivated. Scientists define motivation as your general willingness to do something. It is the set of psychological forces that compel you to take action. What is motivation? The author Steven Pressfield has a great line in his book, The War of Art, which I think gets at the core of motivation. In other words, at some point, it is easier to change than to stay the same. It is easier to take action and feel insecure at the gym than to sit still and experience self-loathing on the couch. Every choice has a price, but when we are motivated, it is easier to bear the inconvenience of action than the pain of remaining the same. Common misconceptions about motivation. One of the most surprising things about motivation is that it often comes after starting a new behavior, not before. We have this common misconception that motivation arrives as a result of passively consuming a motivational video or reading an inspirational book. Motivation is often the result of action, not the cause of it. Schedule your motivation. During a conversation about writing, my friend Sarah Peck looked at me and said, "A lot of people never get around to writing because they are always wondering when they are going to write next." If your workout doesn't have a time when it usually occurs, then each day you'll wake up thinking, "I hope I feel motivated to exercise today." An article in The Guardian summarized the situation by saying, "If you waste resources trying to decide when or where to work, you'll impede your capacity to do the work." Setting a schedule for yourself seems simple, but it puts your decision-making on autopilot by giving your goals a time and a place to live. How to get motivated, even when you don't feel like it. It's a simple act, but doing it the same way each morning habitualizes it, makes it repeatable, easy to do. It reduces the chance that I would skip it or do it differently. How to make motivation a habit. There are 3 simple steps you can take to build better rituals and make motivation a habit. Step 1, a good pre-game routine starts by being so easy that you can't say no to it. For example, my writing routine starts by getting a glass of water. Step 2, your routine should get you moving toward the end goal. A lack of mental motivation is often linked to a lack of physical movement. Step 3, you need to follow the same pattern every single time. This is important because when you don't feel motivated, it's often too much work to figure out what you should do next.